Hello, everyone. Welcome on in and happy Monday. I hope everyone has had a great day, will have a great day, or, other plans, depending on your time zone. As you can see, we are back again with some Rails of Mourning, our pop noir campaign. The music you're listening to right now, hopefully, if my VLC want to cooperate again, is by Aaron Kenny. You can find it over at the YouTube library of royalty-free songs. It is called The Black Cat. Sound effects and music during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlay starting soon screen, character stat thing, and maps, not this one, but maps during the game were made by me in Incarnate. This one is from official stuffs. The character art that you can see on the screen was made by Nathan, plays Romulus down there, and you can catch all of the previous sessions of this over on our YouTube channel. And if you want to come and talk about it, or anything else really, head on over to our Discord channel. And last but not least, if you want to see what you can do to help or hinder the party, do what Lillith has done and type in exclamation point perks in the chat. Someone's talking to you. And yes, let's go around the table and introduce our characters. Unfortunately, Craren, our wizard, is currently not here. He might join us later, but he couldn't make it to the start today. So we're gonna start with Lillith. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lillith, or Lily, or Lils, or the Queen of Ducks.
Quack.
And I played Bork, the first Bork of the party, Flo Bleakwood, or Mael Bleakwood.
Terris.
Hello, I am Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. Today I will be playing Eberron Weaver. And did you know that the world's longest crochet chain was 80.78 miles, or 130 kilometers, and was created by Anne Banyard-Roussel in France in between June and November of 2008.
That was, I mean, if it's a single chain, I get it why it went so fast, but that's fast.
Yes.
I
do have one more, which is the largest ever crochet blanket. Measures about 120,000 square feet.
Damn. That's big.
Yes.
That's very big. Poor hands. I hope they're not alone in making that, because ow.
That's the type of blanket that you put in a house, and then rather than you have to move the blanket with you, you just move under the blanket to various places that you need to sit and or lay down in.
Yes. And you hope you don't have a pet.
Yes. Oh my god. Particularly a cat that may chase a loose thread.
Uh-huh.
You will make me cry if I think about that for too long.
Psycole.
Hi, I am Psycole. I am playing Remus Del Dawn, the Kalashtar barbarian. And did you know that water might not actually be wet? According to scientists, or scientists generally define wetness as a liquid's ability to maintain contact with a solid surface. And because water kind of doesn't do that, technically it makes things wet. It is not itself wet.
Why do you have to destroy my brain so late in the evening?
I've got another one if you'd like.
Go for it.
No.
All the world's bacteria stacked on top of each other would stretch for 10 billion light years. So, broadly speaking, it could wrap around the Milky Way over 20,000 times.
Shiny.
That's big. All right, gonna move away from that before my brain breaks. Nathan.
Hello, I'm Nathan. I play Romulus Del Dawn, the Clashstar Hexblade Warlock, and other Bork of the party. My fact is something to do with pineapple, because we were talking about pineapple before the stream. Did you know that workers in pineapple tinning factories have reported the loss of their fingerprints
Mm-hmm.
due to the fact that the pineapple juice eats away at their fingerprints, so they can't do any fingerprint-related thingamabobs
Yes,
because of that.
because pineapple is the only fruit that
Meaning
will
they can
eat
do
you
crime.
back.
And koalas have very kind of similar fingerprints, I believe, to humans, if I recall correctly.
Mhm.
This is correct.
Meaning that if you want to commit a crime, which I don't recommend, use a koala.
Or your twin brother.
Huh?
Or
Or
your
your twin brother. Oh, that reminds me. My brother managed to my twin brother unlocked my phone. My phone at the time had a fingerprint scanner, and he managed to unlock it with his fingerprint. Couldn't replicate it, but the fact he did it once was like real crazy. But now we just unlock each other's phones with our faces. His face works with my phone, my face works with his.
I mean, I can sort of see that because the face recognition thing on phones is just bad in general. But how? Even twins have very unique fingerprints.
I know. It was just a fluke, but the fact that it happened.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the
Plus
fingerprint
side?
thing has been able to be unlocked with, like, just a latex glove filled with hot water at some points. So,
Yeah.
again,
On the plus
bad.
side, though, at least because he can access your phone with his face, if you get hit by a bus, you can get him to, you can make sure that you have a pact that he will delete your browsing history before your parents get to your phone.
My browsing history is not that tainted, thankfully.
On your phone.
Oh.
On my phone.
I'm a writer! I'm
I'm an
surprised
artist.
if I'm
I need
not.
reference material.
Yes.
I'm a
I'm-
lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah. All of our
just
browser
Google it,
histories are
yeah.
just no. I'm sure I'm on some form of watch list because I'm a writer.
I've had a warning from my work about some of the stuff I Google on the work computer before, because my brain has had a random tangent about how quickly someone would die if you were to suffocate them underground with a mold earth spell.
I have been like listening to the casual criminalist for
Yes.
way too long, and I end up searching up how they murder people, and I might be on a watch list at this point.
Are we all on the watch list? Is that?
That's very possible. I mean, I was on Tumblr back in the day. I probably had my own NSA agent assigned to me. I was also a live journal, so you know. And
Yeah.
Who are you?
hi, I am Ardana or Joe or Oi, you there since Lillith is here. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts. And did you know that there's a rumor that Cosa Nostra took inspiration from the Godfather films and started putting horse heads in people's beds? They were not doing that before that movie.
Wow.
Isn't there something similar around? I'm sure I've read a story somewhere. It might just be a work of fiction that this mafia group, like the mafia, started a pizza chain or something like that as cover for money laundering and everything like that. But they sold their pizzas so well that they realized they could make more money out of that than whatever else they were doing. So they just opened up pizza chains instead.
Yes. I don't remember the name of it, but I've also read that. But you know you have a fucked up idea when the mob goes, we're doing that to warn people to not piss us off. All right.
Where the bloody hell is our blanket? There it is.
All right. Anyone
I hear
want...
a bloop. What was the bloop?
It was Jason popped in
Oh.
to say hi.
Well, anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time?
No.
Oh, everyone's looking at me. Okay, fine.
I mean, yes.
Last time on Wolf Pop's first walk,
Previously.
Flo and Romulus were having some fun running through the woods, with Flo attempting to make Romulus struggle. and break in some way, shape, or form after his first transformation into his wolf form. Remus decided that he would have a sparring session with his new weapon with one of the werewolves, which we all did, and Oren healed everyone else up. Just in time for Flo and Romulus to return, and Romulus' attempt to turn back into a human, which was a bit of a Kalashtar, which was a bit of a struggle, and involved him biting Remus's shoulder and having a psychic bitch slap, and Flo having to give him a bit of a rough and tumble to kind of sort him out. Before deciding it's probably best if he just goes and runs off the rest of his wolf energy before he returns back to the camp. And we sat down and had dinner, and that was about it. And then during the night, Oren had a moment where he had a moment of complete emptiness. So he woke up at some point from his trance to a completely empty camp, which I am assuming is important in some way, shape, or form. However, he has not worked that one out yet. Or it could just be part of the random table of stuff that our DM likes to throw at us, and therefore we're trying to go off in a weird spiral at some point later on. In the morning, we were introduced to, I think it was Vida, a very old very old elf with grey hair, clearly showing his age. We shared breakfast, and Flo had a rather interesting conversation that none of us could understand because it was all in deep speech, and we were all slightly nervous about what she's planning around trying to recruit some of the Dark Pack to help her in her attempts to turn all of the Silver Flame into werewolves. There was a brief discussion of removing curses, and then we kind of realised that we probably need to either go to the Arcane City or find some, not get the hags involved in some way, shape, or form. Anyway, we then moved off and decided to revisit the Titan, which we got Ilos to possess, and we were planning on getting him to move stuff around. We realised it would be incredibly slow, and so decided it would be a good idea to get Elos to open up the chest so that we could retrieve the Titan core and keep it for ourselves to sell at a later date. There may or may not have been some shenanigans with it shocking people. Remus got shocked, I think, and then he convinces Oren to also press his hand against the orb, who also got shocked. And Romulus said it was probably a bad idea to shock everybody, and so Remus put it away until next time. He may or may not be stuffing it into somebody's sleeping bag. We will find out at some point later on. And that, I think, was where we left it.
Indeed. You can take a point of inspiration. If you already have it, you can bounce it to someone else if you wish.
I shall be bouncing. Who requires some inspiration?
Gibby.
Flo ask first, Flo get first.
Nice. All right.
Treat
For the puppy?
Treat?
Yes. And I think with that, my everything's being weird. With that, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get started. There we go. The wind whispers through the dry grass and around your feet, Romulus. All around you, fields roll from horizon to jagged mountain horizon. Squinting against the faint light of the day, you can almost see the peak of the Great Crag far off in the distance. Next to you, the Warforged Titan, lost to time and war, stand rooted. A broken sentinel to remind you of a past long left to decay. In your bag, its core lays dormant, The bag itself is heavy to your sore arms. The past few days have been marked by near-death struggle, walking, and rapid shifts. The change seems easier, the transformation closer. Where Lunette moved you as she pleased, the werewolf you have become is yours to command, or at least attempt to control. The pull of Olarun is ever so gently becoming stronger, the shift ever so softly becoming closer to the surface. And you have an ocean of brown, whispering dry grass to cross. An ocean that has started rumbling under your feet.
Oh no.
Off towards the northwest, you can see a dust cloud forming. And it's coming closer fast. What do you do?
Does anyone else, I hope, see that dust cloud coming towards us extremely quickly? I feel like we might want to take cover, if we can, somewhere.
That might be a problem. We have 2 draft horses, 6 dogs, 5 people, and Elos.
Can we get the horses? Oh, how?
So technically you only made a short pit stop here. The horses are still harnessed to the cart, but you still have horses, cart, 5 people and 6 dogs to deal with.
And Elos, don't forget Elos.
And Elos.
Oh, and Free and Elam.
And Elam, yes. Sorry, forgot about Elam.
Yeah, please don't forget about Elam.
Oren, you haven't
Oh,
used your animals yet today, have you?
Not yet.
Are you sure it's maybe it's a good time? We need more of a menagerie to try and hide.
Can I look around, see if there's any
I think we're fine.
decent cover?
From where you're standing right now, your only cover is the Warforged Titan. You can see the entirety of the region you're in from where you're standing. Anyone who wants, give me a perception check. This is sight-based.
Perception.
Okay, no, I'm too busy panicking.
Is it light up?
Yes. It's
So that would be a
clouded, it's
disadvantage.
cloudy, but it's still daylight.
Okay, so that would be a 21.
Not the not one.
Oof.
I got dust in my eye. I got dust in my eye.
Yes. Romulus and Flo, both of you try to look around and dust and dry grass is just kicked up. Oren and Remus, you look over towards where it's been pointed out, and you can see in the dust cloud what looks like a gray oxen running towards you.
Oh, hell no.
And it's a herd of them. You have, with a 21 and a 23, you estimate you have maybe 5 minutes before they are on you.
I think we should climb this Titan, personally.
And that's where we're going to jump into a skill challenge. You have 5 minutes to get out of the way of this herd. Who would like to start? And what would you like to do?
We have 5 minutes.
You have 5 minutes to get out of the way.
It's 10 minutes to ritually cast something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
I will attempt to. So, I will ask Flo first of all. Are these the oxen that you're not supposed to see? Or they're the
And
most
she will like rub her eyes and like if they're pointed out, will she see it?
If they're pointed out, you can roll with advantage if you want.
Let's see, advantage. 19.
You look over to where it's pointed out to you, and you quickly realize that yes, these are gorgons.
You can see her like looking and her ears just flip down and she's like, yeah, those are gorgons. And she will start heading the opposite way, but like not quite opposite, but like, you know, like a turn. Opposite turn.
Yeah.
To get out of the way.
I think our best bet might be to get up onto higher ground. I think this Warforged is probably going to be our best bet. We can probably get up there, but what about the animals?
Well, the chest cavity is currently open because Elos opened it, so we can try to stuff some of the dogs inside there. The rest can probably hide in the back of the wagon, and we put the wagon in lee of the Titan, and hope that just being in on the opposite side from which the Gorgons are travelling from is enough that we can
Right.
hide them.
Looking at I'm gonna give you this one for free. Looking at the Titan, you can fit 3 of the dogs in the chest cavity. Not all 6.
Most of they all fit in the cart though, don't they?
Yes.
Stuff Elam in the chest cavity.
If you
Elam the Gundam pilot.
Elam doesn't like being stuffed places.
Well, would he like to be Peter Gorgon?
She will
Would he
just basically. So the cart will be under the Titan, right?
The cart can be on the other side of the Titan if you should wish. I need. What would you like to do and what would you roll? Because you need 5 successes before 3 failures to completely avoid being trampled at this point.
I would like to start pulling the cart into the lee of the Titan.
All right.
So that we can effectively have it behind that. So I would like to
give me.
use...
I think it would be animal handling, because the
Yeah, I thought you were
horses
gonna
are
say-
starting to freak out.
Yes. Oh, that's a 6. That is not a good 6.
No. You start trying to get the horses to move and they just refuse. One of them is starting to pull to the left of the cart, the other one's pulling straight ahead, and it's not really moving at all at this point.
Would anyone else like to do something? Otherwise, I'm going to try and do a barbarian thing.
Would Flo know how to be avoid Gorgons? Since she has been living here.
Normally, the way you would avoid a herd of Gorgons is get out of the way. They tend to run straight ahead until they hit something they cannot run through. Because they are not smart, but they are, tough.
Would she know that they can't, go through this big...
The fact that it's still
chunk of rock.
standing is probably a good sign that they've probably run into it before and it's still standing.
So Flo will basically okay, we kind of need to be behind it, so because since it's still here, they haven't destroyed it yet. Most likely because they can't, and they usually just don't run into things that they know they can't run into.
Ah,
Um.
I have an idea.
Also,
That is not
question:
Oren's source.
Yes.
would Flo know if it's possible to scare them? If she would like go up to like the mechanical beast, right? And transform. No, not transform, but she can still make like noises, right? Like a wolf. Like a... If she went into the mouth and did like the echo kind of. Like it sounds like it's awake.
If you want to roll to find out, you can. Like the general advice for a like when a herd of gorgons is moving is don't be in the way. These are the size of like draft ox.
Yeah.
And they are made of stone.
So not possible to scare them, kind of.
It is not impossible, but it's not advisable to stand in the way to try and scare them. And you have precious little time to do, like, set up to do that.
Since Elam is stuck to the cart, Flo will try to help Romulus. No, Remus. Remus was the one who went with, yeah.
Yes.
We'll try to help Remus get like the cart behind by like calming the animals, like dragging them.
Okay. You can give me another animal handling check. The DC is a little higher because one of the horses is trying to pull away, like to the left of the cart.
Or I am not good with animals.
Can I give her bardic inspiration?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yay. Oh God.
It's a D8.
Yes.
Please let it be an 8.
That's still good.
That's still good. That's an 18. That's pretty good.
You needed a 15, but you do manage to calm the spooked horse down enough to move the cart behind, like, as seen from where the herd is coming from. You managed to position the cart and the horses to where they are likely to not get slammed into by this moving herd.
And she will just speak softly to the horses, being like, "There, it's okay. Just come with me. Everything's gonna be okay."
And they seem to be calming down, but now you can feel the entire ground is just shaking around you at this point. You can hear the things on the cart just rattling. You can hear your door just slamming against the supports of the canvas covering your cart. And
Guys.
Yeah.
We have a door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shall we hide in the door, or do we hide on top of the Warforged?
I've got an idea. Why don't we get the door on top of the Warforged after putting the animals in it?
Yeah. Can you put the whole Warforged inside a door?
No.
You mean putting the door on the Warforged, so leaning it on the
door
Warforged?
on the Warforged. Like
the
tie it up.
Warforged is holding.
Once everyone else is in, someone gets up there.
I mean, I can do that. I can fly, remember? And I click my heels against my boots to go.
No place like home.
Yes, I just Dorothy this shit. Woo!
All right.
The question is, will a draft horse fit through a door?
No.
So
you are going.
stairs, isn't it?
Yeah, there are stairs. The horse cannot go down or up the stairs. Up the stairs.
Down the stairs.
Down the stairs. Yes.
Well, Oren. So, stupid question. Could you put the horses to sleep?
Yeah.
If they're behind the Titan and they're asleep, then hopefully that will be enough to not have them distracted or freak out.
I can try and put them to sleep, but that'll only last a minute.
We need to
That's
time
fine.
it.
Or
I can stay outside because Elam won't be able to go down the stairs either. I can stay outside and watch over Elam.
he's walking
or
on his
just-
hind legs. He can get down.
Elam's fine. I'll carry him down. And I bodily pick up the mule and start walking him through the door.
All right. Give me an athletics check. You are contending with a panicking mule at this point.
Okay. Can
That
I
doesn't like tight spaces.
can I make that slightly easier if I mentally connect with him and tell him that he is going into a tight space for no more than 10 minutes, and I will be mentally connected with him the entire time so that he can be out of the way and away from danger? Can I try to express that in some way, shape, or form that Elam may or may not understand?
Have you connected with Elam before?
Yes, if I remember rightly, he was weird.
Yes. He told you that
He could carry more.
he could carry more,
Yes.
but didn't want to.
Yes.
So yes, you can you can do that. I will lower the DC for that athletics check.
Okay, here we go. It's a 26.
Yeah, he's starting to like try to fight you as you pick him up, trying like squirming, and then you connect and just stops, looks around. But he's still like stiff as a board as you're lifting him, but he's not fighting you anymore.
Okay. I'll ask the guys to prop the door up and walk him through, just down into that little area at the bottom.
Yep.
At the bottom of the steps. And as I do so, can I whistle for the dogs to get the dogs to follow as well?
I'd say.
Or do I need to kind of go down and then come back up and then get the dogs to go down afterwards?
You would have to go down with Elam first. Because you are trying another animal handling, the DC would go up again. So if you want to try something new, or anyone else wants to try something new, Romulus, you haven't done a roll yet, so.
Did Flo roll a nat 1 earlier?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Okay.
on perception, though.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's just for my blanket.
I can see about maybe helping send the dogs down. My animal handling's like +1, so it's
Yeah, and the
Sounds
DC is a little higher because you have done 2 animal handlings already. You can try something else if you want, but at this point you can hear the noises that these animals are making as they're coming closer. You can you can smell the dust that is being kicked up, and there is a distinct, like almost overpowering scent of petrichor.
to do. Can I mind link with the who's the one with the name?
Sasha?
Sasha?
Sorry, Sasha. Can I mind link with her and be like, gotta trust us on this. You've got to go in here. You're going to be safer in there for now. We'll get you out as soon as the danger is over. Can you all go in there, please?
Hold on. So the Kalashtar mind link. Do you need to have a language in common with that one? Or do they have to have a language?
But they must be able to understand at least one language.
All right. As you mind link, you get basically static. Because while they can understand the commands, because they've been learned, they don't have a language.
Okay.
You can link with Elam because he understands a language.
In that case, then, can I maybe try and... I don't want to risk animal handling because...
There are other things you can do. Currently, you are building a
Give it a go
barricade.
if you'd like.
Like you have the barricade of the Warforged at this point, but it is like you can barely get the cart behind that one. There are
Can I ask Elos if he is able to maybe like bring the Warforged down, like so it's kind of like forming like a ring with its arms.
sure. He looks at you. You want me?
I know it's not pleasant, but
Well, the zappy thing is not in there anymore.
so you should be fine. If you could do
It should
that,
be
that'd
fine, but
wonderful.
It's all right, Elos. I got you.
The Gorgons, you're fine. It's okay.
all right. I think this will be a persuasion or arcana check.
Could use my inspiration for that. Okay, yeah,
Yay!
I'll stick with the port.
We got
I'll
our
stick with
wizard.
14.
Nice.
Woo!
Yay.
We got our wizard. Nice. Hello.
Hello, wizard-shaped creature.
I'm terribly sorry, but the very reason you guys can't have nice things has just returned.
Not a problem. You just joined
We're
us at the
supposed-
perfect time.
We are about to get trampled. It's fine.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes, word on the street has it.
All right. Elos looks at you, gives you like a long suffering. We're gonna have a talk about this, but we'll move back into the Warforged Titan, and you see the eyes come alight again as he bends down, and the Titan tilts its head a little bit as he moves his arms out, and you see like he almost like squats down, moves his arms out, and you see the arms expand and become bigger
Oh, perfect.
and trying to shield,
Amazing.
like creating a bigger shield for the people behind. And the whole time you can hear mutterings of, if they hit me, we are going to have words about this.
Once you're done, once you've moved the thing, you can come out. You won't be able. You don't have to stay in there once you've done the movement. You're fine. You'll be
If
okay.
I come out, it shrinks.
Oh,
Forgot about that. I'm so sorry. I owe you so much for this.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Elos, I will annoy the ever-living fuck out of Praran for you. It's okay.
Don't forget Remus as well.
Yeah,
That
you
little
can...
shit eats off of me already.
I'll hold you to that.
If you want to have keep using that mouth for normal things, you shut it now.
Anyone who is currently not inside the door, you can now see the herd, and you can hear like the what's that called in English? The sound oxen make, like the
Bellowing.
just the out breathing, bellowing, just a weird noise they make. It's not a well, you can hear that too. You've been able to hear the stampede for a while now, and the ground is like really shaking. You can see bits of rust falling off the Warforged and some like rotten pieces of wood just hitting the ground around you.
So, Oren is not going in the door, by the way.
Okay.
He is going to climb the Warforged because he is going to cast a spell once they get quite close.
All right. What are you casting?
He is going to cast on the area around, where their incoming spider song.
Oh, nice. Okay. Give me a Arcana check. I'd say with that the DC is lowered from 15 to 12.
Arcana check?
How big area would you say this herd is in?
Oh, fuck, thank God.
As they're
You know,
moving
yay by yay
closer toward,
large.
as they're moving towards you, you can see that they cover an area of about 25 by 40 feet.
Okay.
But because they're
And I can
running,
have
they're not
several
close together.
instances.
It's just several individuals.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not what I was looking out for. Nice. Yeah, you managed to cast the spell on this area, and you see the first ones, this really, really big creatures, hit the... it's a webbed effect, right? If I remember right.
Incapacitated?
Yeah, it
How
like...
far away are they?
Right now, I'd say about 100 feet.
Okay.
The first ones are starting to like freeze in place.
Would you allow Cryon to cast Hypnotic Pattern on the same area?
Absolutely. Give
And
me...
I can do several bits of that at a time, like
Yep.
every other round. So every 12 seconds, I can create another cube. So I'll have, as many up as I can at any given time to just sort of web them in,
Yeah.
like in different
Craren,
locations.
give me a... Actually, it's a spell save on that one, right?
It is. It's a
Uh,
wisdom save.
wisdom save.
Each creature.
Mine is a dex save, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not going to roll for 25 creatures.
You
It's-
could.
I could, but I'm not going to. Because then we would be here all day, and no one wants to do that. Just rolling dice. I know most of us want to be, or most of us want to be here all day, but not just rolling dice.
I mean, if it's going to be a fail, just roll how many will fail, because that's, I mean, everyone can
Yeah,
fail if
give
you,
me
if you make it
a-
a group effort.
Craren, give me an Arcana check. The DC
Sure.
The DC for this challenge is 15.
Boop.
Bardic, if needed.
So
No, that's
20.
fine.
Okay.
Chat, if you would please roll me a d20. It's exclamation point roll space 1d20. Anyone in chat can do that.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm
3.
sorry.
All right. You see the first of the Gorgons hit the Radian and just stop. And then,
Really now? 3?
yes, that was their wisdom save.
Oh, that was the wisdom save. Okay, I
Yes.
was like, no, I have to say, yeah.
So, that's a...
Affecting 3? Really?
No. With your Arcana check, you hit all of them. And because of that roll, all of them fail.
So all of them are charmed and have a movement speed of 0 for the duration.
Yeah. And that is the last success you needed, as Elos is taking over this Warforged Titan. He's crouched down and made himself bigger. You see the stampede just coming closer and closer until suddenly the first row stops mid-thread, and then you hear an almighty crashing as the following ones hit the ones that stopped and just tumble over. Unable to get up, you now have a pile up of what you see are about 25 individuals of stone-colored, enormous ox or bulls with horns that are big enough to have skewered the cart. And with the momentum that most of them had, you see them just tumbling over each other and into a pile. They're still breathing, they're still moving and trying to move around, but because their movement speed is 0, they cannot get up from prone. And the stampede has stopped. About 20 feet away from the Titan. There, you still have a pile of pissed off bulls that can turn you into stone with their breath.
How long does this last?
I don't know how long the spider song lasts, but if I remember right, hypnotic
minutes.
pattern. I'm sorry?
It lasts 10 minutes.
Yes, you have 10 minutes to get out of that area.
Wow. Better start moving then.
I mean, you will hear no objection from me this time.
So who is inside the door?
Just me with Ela. I kind of come out the top of the stairs, realise you've done everything, go, and climb back down the stairs, go and retrieve Elam.
So, Aaron
I
is
will
going
feed
to
the
attempt
beast.
to.
Thank you.
Aaron is going to attempt to hook the horses back up to the cart, and at fucking second level, I guess, cast Long Strider on them.
Nice. All right. Yep, that will give you 10 minutes of extra movement. Considering a draft horse, unhindered, has, if I remember right, a movement speed of 40 feet. They now have a movement speed of 50, which is 100.
For an hour, by the way.
Oh, it's up for an hour. Nice. I thought it was 10
Yes.
minutes for some reason. Oh yeah, it's 10 minutes to ritually cast Long Strider, and then it lasts for an hour.
I'm not ritually casting. I am just casting. I don't have that as a ritual.
All right. So the horses can move 50 feet per 6 seconds for an hour. Unless you push them. Then they can move double that. But they're gonna be
Just a few minutes.
exhausted if you push them that for that much. Yeah, you, a few minutes at that
first,
speed.
10 minutes. That he'll push them. But he's bundled everyone into the cart, and he's just getting them to go to get away from
Yeah.
those creatures.
All right. Leaving the Titan and the, as Psycole put it, the bull pit behind. The ride is very bumpy. For the first 10 minutes, the cart is shaking. The horses are on the verge of panicking as you push them to get out of the area. But you do manage to get far enough away so that the stampeding herd is no longer a threat. And can start winding down.
Well, fuck me.
That was an experience.
I mean, if you insist.
Oh. I did not like that at all.
Yeah, that was a close
I-
one.
I mean, Gorgons are quite normal here, so.
Nah.
Well, first time for everything, I suppose.
Yeah.
So-
Whilst there was a mad panic flight, did the door get knocked over or anything like that? Am I now like at the bottom of some steps with Elam on top of me? Something like that in the little antechamber that we've got.
Actually, give me a dexterity check. His Highness has been fed. Listen, come back. Yeah, you're fine. You managed to basically just step out just in time, drop Elam off, grab the door, chuck it off on the cart, and then just catch the cart as it's leaving with the horses.
So, question.
Yeah.
Where are we now?
We're
I
here.
pointed the horses in a direction and smacked the whip. So I have no idea.
Someone roll me a d4.
Okay, I can do that.
Just for general direction. You have gone a bit more further south than you were, so you're closer to the woods. It's about 2 hours from the Titan to the tree line of where you were, and you haven't gone like directly south, but it's 10 minutes at full rush. You are nowhere like near the forest yet, but it's itchy on my under my nose. You're nowhere near the tree line, but you can see that you're closer. So you have gone like more like southeast direction.
Flo,
Hmm?
are they likely to try and follow us or anything?
Would they try to follow us?
No, Gorgons
They're
are
not, right?
they are dumb as rocks. It's like literally dumb as rocks.
And she will look at Oren with just a little, like, perk in her ears as they her ears twitch a little bit here and there.
No,
Please don't.
they're literally dumb as rocks.
Ah, good. Means I'm probably a little bit smarter than them at least. Anyway, yeah,
Kitty!
good.
Kitty, Pisan! Hi, Pisan.
Yeah, Auntie will come and visit someday. I promise.
No. Ah, kitty.
So yeah, I took the, made the decision. Took the liberty to feed the beast a bit early because I can't.
No,
No.
yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, no.
Not that kind of mewling right now.
Yes.
Oh,
So he got to enjoy a early, late dinner, whatever the time, whatever the word for the food is in, or the time of the day is. Supper.
Alright. Horses finally calming down. You'll gain like speed, a lot of speed, with the long strider for the remaining 50 minutes. Even though you can't really move that fast because, cart, and not wanting to actually break the cart.
yeah.
And the horses. You
Yeah.
can see like they are frothing a bit and just breathing heavily. There are cat hairs in
Yeah,
my
Oren,
face.
while they're still moving faster because they're long strided,
Yeah.
Oren is going to sort of talk to them quietly. But no real meaning to the words, just trying to calm them down a little.
They seem to
You
be
know how you
yeah.
do with a horse.
Yeah, they seem to be calming down, but like you've pushed them to get away, and but yeah, they seem to start like calming down and hit a rhythm rather quickly, faster than probably is healthy over non-paved, but not so fast that the cart will break. It's uncomfortable for those sitting in the cart, but it's not like too bad. Actually,
Yeah, I was
just because
sorry.
it's fun, those of you who are in the cart, give me a dex
Yes.
save.
A dex.
A
Oh,
dex
fuck
save?
you.
You're not gonna fall off.
Oh. What bone am I going to break?
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
Right, Remus, you managed to catch the cart, and you're basically on the back of it as it's going, which means that you're not getting pummeled with whatever you have on the cart. You have crates with rations and horse food and your own food and your own stuff. Romulus, you get
Dice tell a
hit.
story.
The dice tell a story. As you're hanging on for dear life, suddenly you get slammed into by Declan, or what was Declan at some point. You know, the corpse you're lugging
I
around.
forgot about him.
And you know, that's gonna bruise because that was an elbow straight in your ribs. Oren, your shoulder hits one of the supports for the canvas, and it's gonna smart for a couple of days. You barely
Ow.
manage to hang on to the driver's seat as you are holding control of the horses, and your legs, that shoulder, it's gonna hurt in the morning. Craren, you're getting pummeled by crates of rations. The door at one point just slams down on top of you.
Sorry.
Flo,
Yes.
could you give me did you roll a dex save?
For what?
You were on the cart as it sped off at a breakneck speed. Yeah, you're
24.
fine. You managed to I imagine that Flo basically just
I'm a
pins.
satyr.
Yeah, you're a
I'm a
satyr.
satyr.
I imagine, and please do correct me if I'm wrong, but I imagine that Flo just pins herself up to the support beams in the top of the canvas roof.
Yeah, she's
and just
basically,
like
her claws on both feet and
yeah.
are digging into the wood, being like, hell no.
Meanwhile, as the door just bumped down on top of your wizard, the dead guy elbows Romulus.
You can't say
still
Declan
aching.
without me hearing in my head. I love Declan. Here
I
will be
know.
fighting.
Why
Are
do you
your
think I
absolute
picked
support.
that guy? I
Yes.
wanted the leader of the group of the pure flame to be an absolute asshole. So
aching from my werewolf transformation.
Yes.
I don't need a bruise to the ribs.
and Romulus, Oren, and Craren, you are all gonna be hurting in the morning. Not like broken bone hurting, but it's gonna be a lot of bruises.
Really going to be hurting. It's going to be hurting a little bit more.
Yes. Meanwhile, Remus and Flo, you managed to avoid getting pummeled. The rest of the day proceeds uneventfully, and towards the evening, the cloud cover breaks up, whatever's little's left of it, and you see the sun setting in like this golden pinks and purples down into the west. You have about 5 days to get to the Great Crag, if the weather allows. And so far, it hasn't even been snowing. Getting through the Shadow Marshes, you were covered in snow from time to time, but since you entered Droam's borders, there has not been any snowfall. Everything is frozen. Everything is cold. You can see the landscape moving with this dry, like winter dry brown grass. And you can imagine that come spring, it will have this kind of a like emerald shifting feeling, all of it. But right now it's more of a like a brownish gold amber to everything, and you can hear that rustling. And as the sun sets, our werewolves feel the time of the full moon approaching even closer. It is, let me double check the calendar, 8
Woo-woo.
days until the full moon.
Done a query.
Yes.
We're not technically injured.
No.
But would healing word help our ouchies?
I'd say that you won't be like that sore in the morning if you spend healing on it, and the bruising will go away faster. It's still like a matter of, instead of being thrown around and like heavy bruising, it would be like you're a little bit sore, as if you've slept wrong. That's it.
I think Aaron thinks that is worth it, and anyone that is injured can take a healing word.
Yeah.
Since we're heading in for a long rest anyway, and that's just his first level spell slots, because there were 4 of us hurt.
Yeah.
In that,
What do you
I believe.
mean, waking up from sleeping funnily? What's this sleep you keep talking about?
I'm almost 40. That's why.
Now,
Elves.
Aaron is wondering, what's this sleep you keep asking about?
I mean, you're elves, you're fine. You know when you're sitting in your trance and you fall over? That bit? But no.
Subtitles for the elves to understand.
Yes. You're in your trance and someone decides to hit you with a rock.
Oh, that's the worst thing.
Yes.
I hate that.
Or your foot falls asleep during it and you don't realize until 4 hours later.
Ew. Also the worst thing. 2 very bad things.
And then you have to do that funny walk for a while as well.
Yes.
All
An
right.
inconvenience.
In the interest of not taking half a century, it is 5 days from where you're at right now until you hit the Great Crag. Would you like to do something with your loot? I know I asked Andy to roll an Arcana check for the thing, but that's when I thought he wasn't going to be here. So the roll is already made. It's if you want to explore it.
I mean, yes,
I can share
that will
stuff.
stand. That will stand. Yes, because even though I'm here, it's still done.
Yes.
Was it a crit?
No.
Not quite, but
Okay.
close.
Oh, I need to know for blanketing reasons.
Yeah, but no, but close, but no cigar.
Excellent.
I had anticipated leaving Gothenburg in half an hour.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ah,
person we had meeting with, he felt that no, I'm going back to my summer place. This will be a short meeting. I like short meetings.
Nice.
excellent.
All right. So,
Tell me though, was the meeting shorter or longer than the amount of travel time that was required to get to said meeting?
It's about an hour to get to and an hour to get from, and the meeting in and of itself we started half an hour early, so yeah, we had the meeting for just shy of an hour and a half. So yeah, traveling time was longer than the actual meeting.
Ah, that's so
I hate that.
Apologies. Sorry, carry on.
all right. But yes, Craren, with permission from the others, obviously, because it's Romulus who currently has the Warforged core. You can check the runes on the core, and with a 24, feel free to share the information I sent you, as much or as little as you want.
I'm sure you sent me something.
Do you want me to bring it up and read it out for them? everyone?
This part here, yes. No, it's more of a, considering I spam you links like there is no tomorrow, I have to scroll in our chat to find whatever is actually relevant. So it's not that it's not there. It's more of a, I have no idea how far back I have to scroll.
I like Andy's links. They're fun.
Yes. They
And
are.
now I will sort through the things and see here. Boop. Yes. Yes. Brian will relay some information now that I've found the information now and I have actually read it. So Crown will relay some information pertaining to the runes, not necessarily in their exact usage and how they work within magic, but more of a historical aspect of this is how things has been used before and what it is, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the runes as is on this, they have been developed by House Vol before the destruction of said House Vol. That's normally how things work. You do things before you're destroyed. However, the runes, this thing, pointing to it, is currently, the knowledge of it is currently in the hands of House Carnis. As you know, Vol is no longer there, someone has to do it. So, too long didn't read. The sentient Warforged, they have souls bound to them to make them sentient.
Oh.
Does this make sense to you guys?
Yes.
I.e., in order for
No.
this to be a living thing, not just an automaton, you have to bind someone's soul to this core. It's a similar thing to the magic jar spell.
Hey, Craren, question on that.
Yes.
Does the soul retain the personality of the entity that it was before?
The short answer is yes. The long answer is there's runes to make things more, let's call it, compliant. So while souls in that regard have thoughts and ideas of their own, they also don't have the opportunity to exercise it in the same way. So while they are aware of the situation and have personalities, they can act on some of it, but if the action they want to take contradicts the orders from the runes, it will fail. So in a sense,
So it's
yes.
essentially like being in an undead prison.
Mostly like that, yes. And so the general thing with the House of Old, which is sort of in contrast to, let's call it popular belief. These runes all speak of life magic, which is why Remus got very invigorated and Oren felt so hungover, because it's too much of a good thing.
Interesting.
Yes.
So, to confirm, this current core does not have a soul on it, from what you can tell.
No.
Okay.
In that sense, no. Souls, much like anything else, they will die after some time.
Yeah, I
And-
would have. If I was stuck in that Warforged for that long, being stuck in that position, I would not want to live like that.
I mean,
No.
it's more of a, you have your soul. Your soul is a bucket of energy, let's call it. And if you don't recharge that over time, eventually your energy will wear out. And when it wears out, so do you. So this is a functional piece of kit. Let's discuss the ramifications of forcing someone to live in it.
Quick thing as well with the 24 Arcana check, you would know that the current sentient Warforged, or you would guess that they have broken free of the mandates. So they are as free as anyone else to exercise their own wills. This particular one, the magic is completely gone. Like, the runes are there, and when Remus touched it, it basically shorted, which recast everything. But when a sentient Warforged dies, the soul is freed just as any other living creature. So, this particular one, you're not sure when or how it happened. When you touched this, it was dead. Like, whatever soul had been bound to it was not there and had not been there for a long time. But
Well, it's good information to know.
But other Warforged
Wow.
that you've met, sentient Warforged that you might have met, even though they're very rare, they are no longer bound by whatever mandate was put on them for the war.
Well, if we can re-up some kind of mandate, I say we use that as a giant hulking prison for the head of the Silver Hand, personally.
I like how you think, but at the same time, this is ancient knowledge that none of us have the incantations and offerings and knowledge of how to use. We know that this is how it worked mechanically, but the knowledge of actually doing it, yeah, that is far
Unfortunate.
beyond us at the moment. However,
I would like a pet
However-
Warforged.
yes, but however, I could see if I can find some information on how to do things. I can, as you know, again, I deal with information, and I can send
You
words.
deal with information, and you're also very smart. Just saying, you're very smart.
Thank you. But so I could send queries if there's anyone anywhere knowing where there's any information to be gathered on how this thing works. I'm sure there's remnants of things. There might be fragments of stuff that we might be able to piece together. We might not be able to succeed, but if you want me to, I can make some queries.
I mean, that would be up to the rest of the group too, but I don't think it'd be a bad thing.
Worth looking into, I suppose.
I'm just saying, yeah, Warforged core repairing might be a hobby. Who knows?
People might have build your own kits at home.
Yes. This is just on a
Nicely done.
much larger scale, but the idea is the same. Yes.
Okay, well, good thing we managed to pick this up.
You know, normally the pebble in your shoe, right?
Yeah.
The core is normally that size when you do things, toys at home. This honking
So
thing,
it's a really big toy.
it is a very big toy.
Yeah. I like that.
Do you think someone would ever willingly transfer their soul into a core?
Yes. I can think of a number of people.
Oh, if I was gonna die otherwise, I'd do it.
You underestimate people's will to live on forever.
I'd
This
do it,
is
then I can
disappointing.
smash stuff.
Are you suggesting something, Remus?
Maybe.
Uh-huh. So in the event that we find something, is that a discussion we take that day, or is it something you want to elaborate on now?
Maybe.
I'll take your word for it.
Curious.
So if something happens to you, do you want us to stick you in the Warforged?
I mean, sure. Why not? I already have the Warhammer of one, so why not have the body
go.
as well?
Say to you, Remus, that we will look into this. Okay.
Also, I might point out, and I don't know if any of you play Guild Wars 2, but I'm just thinking Blish right now.
Hey. Remus, give me a.
I'm just thinking Blitzcrank from League of Legends.
Give me a
No idea.
intelligence check, real quick.
Who?
Remus. This has to do with memory, so the DC is not very high. I just want to see if you nat one.
Ha.
Would you like me to do it in open, or would you like me to do it in public? Is it in response to the message I've just privately sent you, or just in general?
Just in general.
Okay. Intelligence check.
Yes.
Okay. -1, here it goes. An 8.
During your days in the Blade Marks, a vague memory comes across of passing by the outskirts of Arcanix, one of the mage city on the continent of Corvair, and you were not allowed near the city itself because it's restricted to anyone who is not studying at the school. But in the distance, you saw the outline of a being about 20 times the size of a Warforged Titan. They're known as Colossi. And there are, as far as you know, 4 that were created. Because of the enormous amount of material required to build one. These were about 60 feet tall and about 20 feet wide, and could move entire city populations. Or a small army.
One.
What would the core of one of them look like? If this one zapped you hard enough to, hear the universe.
Are we still on the cart?
Yes.
Where's Elam? Is he on the cart as well?
He was running alongside, for once on all fours because that's faster. But as soon as you slowed down enough and then eventually stopped for the night, he would just be like,
And
and
will be like putting some water in like one a wooden bowl and be like,
I'm very sorry, Elam. I didn't mean to make you run that fast.
It's like
Or,
he was
you know.
trying to keep up with the cart as it was using the golden star power up from Mario Kart.
Elam just looks at you like from corner of one eye and just.
she will just like hold up the water bowl to him.
He's gonna drink heavily from it, spilling everywhere.
After he drunken up, she will like just like pet his muscle and be like,
I'll promise I'll give you some good treatment when we get back to the Great Crag, okay? I'll even give you some good carrots.
Poor Elam.
And he's gonna wander over and start eating the canvas on the cart.
Elam, no.
she will bring out some hay to poor Elam. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Aaron is about ready to make donkey soup.
Donkey
When
made
no one is looking, she will take out the sugar cube of her backpack and give it to Elam.
Aaron is generally a fan of Elam, but not if he's going to eat the cart.
You can see Flo looking at you, Oren, with her ears down, being like,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Just yeah, I think he will also give Elam a turnip.
This is why we can't have nice things.
While this is going on, I could just imagine Romulus like just getting out of the cart and just like collapsing on the floor, just like looking at the sky, just in general discomfort from all the physical exhaustion of transforming, and then having like elbow a dead guy in the ribs.
Yeah, Aaron's just, I am so sorry, and I think he healing words everyone that's had the brunt of it at that point.
Thank you.
I mean,
Um.
we're here, we're alive. That counts.
Yeah.
Just wait until you can control it. Romulus, you can just dig out your claws and do like I did.
and you can see on the cart where her like claws dig in to be like, nope.
I can imagine that's going to be
Aaron's-
very handy.
Yeah, Aaron's going to look at those gouge marks in the cart, sigh, climb up there, and cast mending.
I'm very sorry, Oren. I just
It's fine. Just let me know if you've done damage to things, and I will fix it. It's fine.
I'm still very sorry.
And her ears go all the way down her tail between
not
her
in-
legs, being like,
You don't need to be sorry. You were protecting yourself. It's fine.
Can
We're fine.
Craren in Elvish just, as in a very, with a, this is just very tongue-in-cheek, but is this really how kids are these days?
I believe so.
Uh,
It's fine.
it is. It is. It just never stops to bemuse me.
Hmm. The poor tiny children.
All right. As you now make your way across the plains towards the large collection of rocks in the distance, like I mentioned, it's 5 days, and any one of you, please, whoever
going
is
for long rest real
helming, like you get a long rest now, yes. Whoever is helming the lookout for the coming few days, please roll me a perception check. If anyone is helping, you can do it with advantage.
I would not be doing that because it would be daytime.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah, you will. I'm going to assume that Remus, you're doing the thing, but Cryon is also going to be there next to you because he's not affected by the weird thing known as the sun.
Okay. So I'll roll it with advantage then.
Yes, yes.
16.
With a 16, as you move across the plains towards the Great Crag, it's relatively uneventful. You see off in the distance a couple of more clouds that indicate that some things, a lot of them, are moving, but whether or not it's another herd of gorgons or a pack of minotaurs or centaurs, you're not sure. They're too far away, but you do manage to like keep a wide berth. On the third day, you see something odd in the not too far off distance, maybe like suddenly popping up behind what looks like a hill. You find a small bipedal something moving with a pack horse next to it. I say something because with a 16, the first thing you notice is a skull on top of whatever this is. Long flowing like coat made out of what looks like patchwork fabrics and leathers. The pack horse is just covered in bags and small boxes and all manner of knickknacks. And as you get closer, you realize the skull is a periton. Not as big as the one you fought, but still sitting on top of someone's head. Getting even closer, you realize, well, judging by the way they move and the length of the hair and just general demeanor, it's probably a woman of some sort with white hair cut through with silver gray coming from under the periton skull. And you're getting even closer. It is indeed a woman with granite red skin cut through with what looks like silver and gold fleck veins from what little you can see under the periton skull. White hair that falls down to the middle of her back, also like streaked with silver white or silver gray. Mm-hmm. And she's just walking along with this pack horse.
Remus will nudge Craren in the ribs and say, "Well, that looks interesting.
Would you look at that?
Shall we pause to offer assistance?"
I mean, are we catching up to this person, or is this person coming towards us?
You're catching up to her, and she seemed to have almost like, because of the way the hills here roll and move, not move per se, but like the various topography shifts.
Yeah.
She seems to almost like popped up as you came around a small hillock. And she's moving the same direction you are, so you're coming up like along, almost like alongside. And she's not moving very fast at all. But it seems like she's out for like a leisurely stroll in the middle of the plains.
If she's heading the same direction as we are, then naturally, Remus, I think we should. I mean, at least offer. If she declines, that's a different thing. But let's,
Okay. I will turn to the rest of the party and just say, we're about to say hello to somebody, in case you want to. And he points and looks at Oren. Disguise yourself.
I think I'm all right for now.
Flo will take on her hoodie, but pop her head out and just sniff the air to see if it's anything in particular interesting.
Give me a perception check based on scent.
Advantage. Let's see.
it smells like a little bitch.
22.
With a 22, you smell the air and you get stone dust and moss, wet fur from the like damp fur from the horse, and like a faint scent of perfumes. And with 22, I'm gonna say you get the faint scent of healing potions.
She will just tilt her head and like...
Oddly specific.
22
Sure,
is
just
really
go for it.
high, okay? And you have healing potions on you, so Flo would recognize that scent.
Yeah, and she would have been given a lot of healing potion throughout her childhood. So she will just tilt her head and she will be like,
Well, she smells nice. She smells a little bit of perfume, a bit of moss,
and healing potion. And she will just like duck inside again.
Kind of with that, and then when we get within shouting distance, I'll kind of call out to them and just say, I'm going to impersonate everyone. Hello there! See how they respond as we pull up closer to them with our menagerie of mules, dogs, horses.
You see her
Oren.
startle a little bit and tilt her head back and like push this Periton skull up. Just, oh, hello there.
I see you are travelling towards the crag.
I travel where my feet take me. The crag is closest, yes.
Would you like some company on the road?
Why not? If you have room for 3. Yeah, oh, my apologies. Just gonna put 2 fingers to her mouth. I can't do that, but she's gonna whistle. And then you hear a shrieking sound. And circling down, a raptor. Made out of bronze. Comes soaring down. And landing on the one of the saddlebags.
That is fascinating.
Isn't she just?
Yes. What do you call her?
Era.
Era. I like it.
She was a gift.
And what may we call you? And your fine steed.
Oh, my name is... Oh, you can call me Linaria, like the flower.
Pretty name.
This is Boss.
I bet he is.
He thinks he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bloody stallions, right?
Hmm.
And I'll say my name is Remus, and my friend at the front here is Craren. In the cart, we have my twin Romulus and two of our other friends, Oren and Flo, as well as a mule called Elam. And the dogs, as they're all probably racing around and having a sniff. And he points to each one of them in turn. Sasha, Pacey, Leo, Roscoe, Lyra, and Neil.
You have...
with them all named.
Yes, I was about to say, there's no way you remember that. You found the notes, didn't you?
As...
Uh,
The horses, I'm afraid, are unnamed. We haven't quite worked that one out yet. They're relatively new.
No,
to the
no.
property.
That one's this one, and that one's that one.
They have thus been named.
Interesting. She's got to look from, like, as you point out people, her eyes move back and forth, and you can see that they're slightly shifting a little bit in color, from a deep emerald green to what looks like almost like a pale opal. With as she turns, it's almost like how the light hits the eyes, the color shifts. This close up, you can also see like there are tiny little what looks like quartz flecks in her skin.
In my travels, would I recognize what race or species she may be?
Give me a history or how was that? History or survival check?
I'm going to go with survival purely because my history is a -1 and my survival is a +4. Oh, and it's a 6, so don't worry, there was no advantage there.
All right. Even though you have well traveled, even though you've been around, you don't really recognize. She looks like she could be some form of. She looks like she's made out of stone, which makes you think mountain region. But other than that, probably some form of fae. But not you don't remember or recall, like you don't recall having ever encountered someone like her before. But you'd guess some form of fae from a mountainous region.
Cool. I suppose I'll kind of stop the cart, offer to tie Boss to presumably the back of the cart, and then help her in so that she can sit with the others in the back.
She will happily take the help, and with a lot of whistling sound, she sends Era up to circle above the cart. Thank you so much for offering me a ride. I do have trinkets and other such things for sale if you're interested.
Yeah,
Maybe.
sure. We could come to an arrangement.
Absolutely.
I'll kind of climb back out onto the front and start the cart going again, and I'll leave the others to have a conversation in the back.
All right.
Well,
She
she's not a people person, so she will basically like plump out in the front, in between Craren and Rebus being like,
Hi.
You see, Linaria's gonna take the Periton skeleton, like skull off, place it next to her, and you see like her hair like goes from a dark gray near the hairline down all the way down to almost white at the tips, reminding you somewhat of quartz. And I mentioned I have some things if you want to buy. I interrupted you as well.
No worries. I was wondering, how long have you been on the road for?
It's hard to tell. About... it's a hard time for me to tell, but I would say 102 years.
Ah, you're older than me.
My kind tend to live long.
I'd imagine you're quite familiar with the region.
I was, and then someone decided to change everything. So now I have to find everything out again.
Do I have an idea of what she's referring to?
Probably
I.e.
the
big
war, rewriting
war, yeah.
borders, the land getting destroyed, Fire just not being a thing anymore, and turning into the Mournlands. It's only been 4 years since the war ended.
Player question: what was the name of the island that was destroyed by the Red Dragon 100 years ago?
Orkaloon.
Orkaloon. Have you, out of curiosity, then, have you ever traveled to Orkaloon? Or have your path ever taken you there?
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was a long time ago, yes. I was rapidly evicted.
Well, sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's quite
Yeah,
all right. The
not
it was partly my doing and partly their doing. Apparently, the inspired don't like people meddling.
What was that last bit? Sorry.
The inspired don't like people meddling.
Again, the last bit's not
Cut out,
going,
Ag.
Mike.
Oh, for fuck's sake! So, the inspired do not like people meddling.
Ah, I see. What kind of
I thought
information do
she
you
was
have?
gonna say peeping. I was like, what?
Yeah.
What kind of place
I mean,
was it?
everyone is into that, and that is fair.
It was chaos. They had just lost most of the original population, and well, the kingdom of Riedra was coming in and ordering people all around. They didn't really like that. I offered to give aid to those who are still standing. The inspired are not my kind of people. But when they call them the rebels. When the rebels lost, I took the next boat out of there.
Who were the inspired that you were referring to?
well, they refer to themselves as such. The leadership of. Are you familiar with the continent of Salona? Well, you mentioned the Orkaloon, so yes, I imagine.
Could you repeat that again as well? You keep cutting out a little bit.
Annoying. Are you familiar with the continent of Salona? It's the continent where Orkaloon is on.
Vaguely, I'm more familiar with just Orkaloon itself,
Well,
where it got destroyed.
well, it's rumored that the leadership of the Central Kingdom, Riedra, have made deals with spirits from Dalkur. And, well, the inspired are those who welcome those spirits in and give up their own personalities to the spirits. And then you have the Kalashtar, who made deals with spirits but do not give up their personalities.
Ah,
Interesting.
Now, as far as I know, the people of Orkaloon told all spirits of Dalkur to leave them alone and instead made deals with extraplanar entities of other kinds. Devils, demons, Yugoloths, dragons,
yeah, thanks.
Dragons, you say?
celestials. But it's just rumor. The archives were destroyed along with Orkaloon.
Do you know anywhere else that might have some information on this place?
Oh. There's the library. This is where I look up what the lady was called. Scrolly through my notes. Where are you?
Oh, the blanket is at a point where I could take a photo of it without it looking terrible, by the way.
Oh,
so-
nice. Well, there is the temples of the Kalashtar in the north of Salona. And there's the library of Antianara in Zendrik. Or you could, you could ask with the, there's the Blood of Vol and the Silver Flame. Those are the largest. Oh, and of course there is the Undying Court of Arianel.
Of course.
Interesting.
Aaron says like he knows what any of that means.
Let me. Where is my map so I make sure Arianel. So it's the Undying Court of Arianel, which is where most elves live.
But not the drow.
No, the Drow live in Zendrik.
Yes.
Arianel are mostly high elves.
Yes.
There are other elves that aren't quite as stoned, but
Were you familiar with how the place got destroyed?
Orkaloon, it was a dragon. An ancient red, as far as... Oh, ancient root? That can't make... It was a red dragon that torched the place to the ground.
Well then.
Might be a bit of a stretch, but do you have any information on that out of curiosity?
Tell you what. You buy some of my wares, and you owe me a favor, and I'll tell you everything I know.
So regarding this bit, making deals with the Fae, I'm not, just mere observation, nothing more.
Yeah, I'm not risking it. Don't worry.
What kind of favor?
Oh, just grabbing a statue for me. I misplaced it.
Does sound entertaining.
I'm good at grabbing things. I mean, if you want to, I don't have a problem.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would never force you to agree to do me a favor without telling you what the favor was.
So this statue, where exactly did you misplace it?
Oh, well, it's in a dwarven city in the Mror Holds.
You just happened to misplace it there.
Well...
Is it, and I would like to preface this by saying, I don't really care, lady, about whether it is or isn't, but is it rightfully yours?
I won it about 90 years ago, and then...
And they just never gave it to you?
Well, they gave it to me. The person I won it from gave it to me, and I left it as collateral for a deal. A deal I fulfilled, and they never gave it back to me.
So it's stolen?
Yes. I cannot get it back.
Good.
So, I will tell you all the information you want now, and you will get my statue for me at a later point.
What do you think?
Future side quest. A little bit of
Where
intel.
is the statue?
Yeah, that's my next question.
Well, it's deep in...
And do you point on this map where the statue hurt you?
Alright, I don't have the map for stream to see, but if you look at the interactive maps that I've linked you to on a number of occasions, well, the statue in question is in the throne room of Krona Peak in the Ironroot Mountains. It's in the northeast of this continent. They have placed some form of magic around it that I cannot pass.
So they're thieves, then?
Yes, they are.
Right.
Who are we to question hearsay?
Exactly. Yeah, in Elvish, which I'm sure this lady probably speaks, but still. Craren is...
No. Craren is in front and doesn't hear this.
Oh. And nobody else in there speaks Elvish yet. So yeah, just, I think, quietly just, well, the lady has something you want. I'm certainly not opposed to repossessing the statue, regardless of whether it's in a king's throne room or not.
King's throne room, you say?
King's throne room.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder. I'm pondering. I think that's a point of influence. I'm thinking.
So
I'm not suggesting regicide.
Oh, really?
that was a big
Not
jump.
right.
That worked so
No.
well the last time.
No. What I'm saying is that if it is a prosperous kingdom, at that point it needs its king in that sense. What I'm saying is that we might be able to finagle some convincing arguments.
We could even bring the railroad up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so as a player, more like what are we thinking? Do we think this might be worthwhile?
My personal take, considering I don't have the map in front of me, how far of a journey is it?
I linked it in the chat. It is literally at the far end of the continent.
So we've got quite a ways yet.
It's a end of campaign problem.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, and on the scale of 1 to butt fucked into oblivion, person mentioned that you do me a favor later.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
When is later?
Are you asking her or are you asking as a player?
No, I'm asking you, person DM. What I'm saying is, it will be more than a few days before we reach that point. You know,
Yes.
counting the, I mean, not saying real life things, but let's count in-game things. As how long is still a suitable thing to be, we will do this later, i.e. how fucked are we? We will do it later, but how on a scale of how fucked we are, how sodomized with a fork are we? I.e., is it later a week? Is it later 3 months? It's later. It will be. I will be happy if it gets done eventually, any year. What I'm saying is that we can say, yeah, we will do this. We will get the information, and then eventually never do the return the favor.
Let
sort
me
of see where I'm going.
check something real quick.
Because it puts a lot of ramifications depending on your answer.
I'm going to check something real quick.
Because if later is in 2 weeks, then there's no chance we're making that. But if later is within 2 decades, then yeah, we can do that, I think.
Considering it's taken us about... How long has it taken us to get from the Bay of Madness to where we are now?
About almost 2 months. It's going
I
to...
think it's going to take us a few years.
Yeah, that's sort of what I'm getting. That's sort of what I'm getting at. Is like, if we accept this, are we butt fucked if her time frame is 3 weeks, and our time frame is in 3 years?
Let me check something.
We will allow you to check something.
That doesn't make any sense, but that's fine. Shh. Considering that if you decide to walk right now from where you're at right now straight there at a pretty decent speed, it will take you at least 3 months. At least. And that's not stopping for anything except like overnight in cities. That is just
Yeah.
straight there. Her demeanor, she doesn't seem to be in a hurry. So, and she has traveled these areas for a long time. She would know that it's gonna take a year at least for you to get from where you're at right now, there, get that thing and get it back to her. So, and her whole demeanor is very relaxed. Like the speed she was traveling at, leisurely stroll. She doesn't look like she's in a hurry for anything.
For anything or anyone.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
Okay.
At which point, if that's the time frame, I feel player. I feel shouldn't be that butt fucked, but at the same time, someone needs to write this down because I'm not remembering doing this when we get there. I'm just saying I will not remember when we get there.
I'll start adding
Ah.
side quests to my list of random notes.
I mean, so far you have, this would be your second one. The first one is in Sharn, get the money back.
Oh yes, I forgot.
And then this one to break into King's Hall and steal a statue. Or reclaim a statue that was stolen from Linaria.
Yeah, it's fine, right?
Totally fine, right?
Be fine. Psycole, were those questions you wanted me to ask her that you put in the chat, or how?
I'm providing prompts because technically I'm not listening to what's going on. I'm concentrating on
okay.
moving the gut.
Yeah, no worries. So, how did you win this statue? What's its significance? Out of curiosity.
Well, I won the statue in a bet. I bet that Queen Thelania's champion could not defeat a very particular Fey Lord, and I was right. And so I was given this statue by the Queen herself as a prize. And then I had some deals with the kings of, the dwarves in the Iron Mountains. And they wanted collateral for allowing me to go into their mines. I provided the statue as collateral because it was my most prized possession at the time. I went in there, we've completed our deal. And then when I came back up, provided what I had promised, they would not give it back to me.
Rude.
So I tried to take it back because it is mine. And found myself suddenly, well, in the bottom of a lake 2 kingdoms over.
From this magic that was...
Mm-hmm.
Why would they do that?
Well, the statue is about a foot tall, made of amethyst. It's priceless.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So, that being said, we are making our way in that general direction. If you don't mind waiting a while because it is a ways away. But when we are in that area, we can see about reclaiming it for you.
That would be excellent. I'm in no great hurry, really. How about let's make the time frame. And she's got to look like between. If you had been all elves, I would have said a decade. But seeing as only 2 of you are long-lived, let's call it 5 years.
I feel like that is a relatively reasonable time frame.
It's a large continent.
It is very much so. I appreciate that.
And if you're gonna make the Dwarven Lords unhappy, well, you need time to plan.
We do. We do. Well, thank
Yeah.
you. We'll see what we can do.
I'm sure there's plenty of dirt we can dig up here.
Yes.
Very possible. Well, she's gonna hold out a hand, and you see that same kind of reddish, like, slightly sparkling on her hand as well. And all of you realize she has the same kind of coloration as red granite. And she holds out a hand for anyone to shake.
I'll shake.
Okay.
Alright. Oren, she grabs your hand just above and like across the wrist. And you feel this kind of spark up your hand. And it travels up to your shoulder. That's a deal then.
It's a deal.
I did promise some information. And, well, you are free to look through my wares whenever you feel like it. The players, I'll make a list of stuff she sells so you can... we don't have to do that whole shopping episode thing.
The shopping
but
special.
I was looking forward to like a free episode shopping special.
No.
No?
She does sell health potions, like the regular type. She will have 3 of them for sale. And then I can make a list of like trinkets that she sells. Most of them are like, this looks like a rabbit's foot. This looks like a wolf tooth. This is a broken miniature cauldron. Like stuff. Toys, trinkets, stuff like that. She has what looks like some spices, if Oren is interested, that she will be parting with for a gold piece. You can get enough seasoning for a week's worth of meals.
Ooh.
But I'll make a proper list of trinkets that she's selling. But other than the 3 health potions and the pouch of seasoning, it's just toys and trinkets mostly. But you see her lean back a bit, head against one of the support beams. And well, as far as I remember, and you have to forgive me, as my memory can be a little bit spotty. But the island chain, the archipelago of Orkaloon, was one of the few still resisting the rest of the Riedran kingdom when the Inspired took over. They were not, like I mentioned, they were not connected to the spirits of Dalkur. Well, some of them were, but a lot of them were not. Did you know, by the way, that the first tieflings came from Orkaloon?
Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, you're cutting out.
The first
I mean, Discord is just being mean. You're
Yeah.
visible on all the stream bits and all the other jazz, but Discord is
Yeah.
just being a bitch.
The first tieflings came from Orkaloon, having made deals with fiends or fays. There are 3 types of tieflings. Ones that make deals with devils, ones that had, well, one of their ancestors. Obviously not all tieflings have made deals with unsavory things. But devils, demons, and Hugolos, which is something in between. Some made deals with some of the people living in Orkaloon, made deals with celestials, or dragons, or beings from the far realm. And I was not yet born when the Inspired started taking over the islands, but the rulers of the archipelago pushed them back until one day one of the dragons decided to level the kingdom.
Not ideal.
Not ideal at all. Most of the people living outside the city center survived, but the capital was completely destroyed. But I'm not sure what happened to the dragon or anyone else, really. There are some rumors that it lived on somewhere else, probably back on Argonessen, where the rest of the dragons live, or vanished. The Inspired claim that the Dreaming Dark claimed it, and that's their claim to the island chain. There are, of course, many rumors about a calamity like that. Some claim that people survived by mysterious means, or that they signed their souls over to Dalcor like all other Inspired. But last time I was there was some fierce fighting. Driedra won eventually, but have had problems keeping control of the region. There are rumors, and some of them true, some of them I've seen myself, of underground cities built in the maze-like regions of the capital city, or what was left of it. Getting there might be difficult. I haven't been there in the past 90 or so years. But I'd recommend... Well, if you can, I'd talk to... Oh, what are they called? I think the right term is called pirate, but that's not what they call themselves. I'd say the Lazar Principalities. If you ask at any of the harbors there, one of the
thieves,
or one of the port towns there, you might be able to get on a ship.
Okay.
Might cost you an arm, leg, and your pride, but should be possible. Or
I was about to say that that's a bold assumption, that assuming we have pride, but then at the same time I also remember that I'm at the front of the card, so I'm not part of this.
I managed to book a spot on one of the air galleons, but I had to give up half my merchandise to do so.
That's not ideal. I do understand it, though.
Alright, this has been some really, really useful information, and I mind linked with her and said, "Hey, thank you very much."
Oh, fascinating. You do not look like Kalashtar, and you don't act like Inspired.
Yeah, we've got a lot of unanswered questions.
Mind if I try something?
Please.
And she looks around. You see like her eyes shift again as she looks around, and I'm going to do that. Why?
Can I give her my inspiration?
I mean, if you want, I do have a hero point, so I'm gonna burn that one instead. Because whenever else am I going to use that? There we go.
You know, potatoes and pickles.
She holds out her hand again and you mind if I touch you?
Be my guest. Yeah, be my guest.
And she's gonna like touch Romulus like on the chin. Hold it like this, and just pretty similar to what Drulkantar did. Just tilt her head a little bit, and her eyes go like completely white, like an opal. And just oh. And you can you feel suddenly this connection, and you can almost like see her walking through your memories. And just, oh, that's... And Romulus and Oren, you see her head tilt over to look at Remus. And Remus, from the back of your mind, you feel this tugging. Right. I forgot. I just should have seen that. Okay.
You okay?
Remus will hand off the reins to Crowin and climb into the back. Clearly having felt something odd happening.
Yep. And you see Linaria holding like her hand on Romulus's cheek, chin bone, but she's looking like her face is turned to you, Remus, but her eyes are completely white, like opal white. And even though like she looks like she's not focused on anything. And let me check. Where did I put the bloody name of the bloody thing? I have too many notes. But I need a specific name. Thousands of... There we are. She tilts her head again and shakes her head and pulls back out. And right, that was a ride. Well, congratulations on not being bound to Orca. I can't speak. Dalkur.
Okay, that's a good thing, thankfully, from what I've been hearing.
It is. As far as I know, you are not bound to any of the dream spirits that haunt people's nightmares.
Wonderful.
I believe the term the players have now been subjected to is called clairvoyance.
It's basic.
Technical term? Yeah, no, technical term, that is clairvoyance.
Yeah.
You can
So
call the skill whatever you want, but technical
Yeah.
term, that's clairvoyance.
yeah. Yes. And you see, like, her hands are shaking, and well, that was the good. I don't even know if this is a bad part.
Well, let me make it easy for you. I know I'm connected to, or I believe I'm connected to some sort of dragon.
Ruby one. The name is Selvandath. The moniker she went by was the Voiceless One. She was destroyed 10,000 years ago.
Cool.
But, as far as I can tell, your bloodline is bound to her. That also means you shouldn't be alive. Neither of you.
What do you mean?
Kalashtar don't live that long. Kalashtar
Are
don't.
you saying that? Are you saying that when you mean bloodline, she's like
I'm saying
parent?
no.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Kalashtar, their bloodlines are bound to a spirit. So most of the Kalashtar, their ancestors made a deal with one specific spirit. And that specific spirit follows them, like, through the generations. Someone in your family made a deal with a dragon. I don't think... Or the dragon spirit. That dragon spirit follows your family through the generations. Gives powers, gives aid. That kind of thing.
Occasionally has a chat midway through a fight.
That's more than I knew. That's
Worry about it.
Cool. I think. I've never had someone talking to my... I don't get into fights either, so I don't know what that's like.
We do, all the time.
I was going to say, that's a shame. They're really invigorating.
I'm a spindly little girl. I can break. I mostly just mold into stone and wait for people to go away.
Oh. Well, if you ever want to get into a fight, you can always mold into stone and I can throw you around like a weapon.
That could be funny.
Please let's not.
That could be very funny.
Anyway, the dragon.
Yes, continue.
Please tell more.
Let me give you the spelling of the dragon's name.
Oh, it started with a Z. I literally wrote it almost exactly right, except it started with a Z instead of a...
Nice. Well, where did the rest of the stuff go? Why do I have everything in so many different places?
It's lucky, I guess.
Yes. Well, as far as I know, and this is just rumors, so take this with like a heaping of salt. The Ruby Dragon was bound to the royal family of Orkalu.
Okay.
Rumors.
Oh, your princess.
Rumor.
Rumors.
Okay.
No one has really have been alive to confirm this for me. But rumors. This is really cool.
I'm glad.
But, you know. Where did I put the rest of... There we go. Nope. And I can't find the information right now. I need a searchable document. That would have been so much easier.
If you're on Google Docs or anything, you can use like you can give like certain things a heading, and you can make it into
I
a
will
tab.
probably do that, but right now I'm in a Word document and it's very annoying. I'll
I think you
look
can do
that
it in
up.
Word doc as well.
You can do the same in the Word document.
Yeah.
I can show you how to do it at some point.
You can even make a glossary page or contents page.
Ha! There we go. And well, the funny thing about Kalashtar names is that they tend to incorporate the name of the spirit they bound to. So, well, if you are in fact bound to Selvandath, well, your names would contain some part of that name. As your... those are not the names that you've given. I don't know anything else, and this has been excellent.
This is very interesting. Yeah, obviously these aren't our birth names. We grew up in an orphanage, so
And I mean,
this is very interesting.
it's not possible either way. Old Karloon was destroyed over 100 years ago.
We've had visions of this. I recant my my vision of a who can I seem to be a Kalashtar guy with a woman who turned into a ruby dragon. And then our shared vision that we had in the flying castle.
I would recommend either finding the library of Antianara in Zendrik, or Erenol, the Undying Court of Erenol, or the Temple of the Blood of Volinkarnath. One of those three would probably have the answers you seek. I have no idea how this works. Frankly,
Are
haven't...
you guys good back there?
Yeah, we're all good. But you say that we shouldn't even be alive. What do you mean by that?
Kalashtar don't live that long.
Yeah.
Their general lifespan is 100 years.
Yeah.
You two don't look like you're a day over 40. I don't really
We
know
estimate.
human ages.
Close enough.
We've been told around about 30.
Okay, so you're about 30 years old. That is very less than 100.
But we also seem to have some sort of memory of the destruction of Orkali.
I don't know. I can't help you, really. I mean, I can try, but I can sense spiritual links between people. I can tell them about stuff. I can tell you are a werewolf. That's it. Really, I can tell that you have some connection with magic. I can tell he can hit things real hard. And she points to Remus. And I can tell your souls are sort of connected to a dragon's soul, but that's it. I'm not an oracle.
No, I mean, what you've told us has been extremely eye-opening.
Yes. And I feel
Very thankful for that.
I feel what you have given me is worth more than I gave you. So. Because you've given me questions that I need to answer, which is giving me a goal to work towards. Instead of just walking.
When was the last time you had something like that?
10 years ago now? Maybe? I think. So this is an amazing gift.
If you find out any more information, if there's any way that you can, when at the point where we do kind split paths, if there's any way you can contact us, if you find any information, that might.
Well, I know your faces now, and I have a name to connect it to. I can pay a House Civis gnome to sending to you.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be brilliant. Any information you can find would be brilliant.
Absolutely. And we have to deal with your friend here, so
We do. Yeah.
no more than 5 years from now, I'll have some. If not sooner. But and she's just, you can see her like vibrating a little bit now. Her eyes have gone back to that kind of shifting green, and because like she starts puttering with something from a pouch and starting to write things down, and the whole interaction is a little bit. She's being very awkward for a while.
She's developed a special interest. Yeah.
Yes. I wonder if someone born of a mountain, if they develop a special interest.
Love it.
And yes. Seeing as you ran into Lenaria about halfway through your journey, it takes you. Actually, someone roll me a d6.
I shall do that. Boop. Boop. A nat 1. Oh no.
Halfway again, like when you estimate. You have about a day's travel left. Towards the city of the Great Crag, you see the clouds gathering at this enormous mountain. You have reached the foot of this mountain, and looking up, you see gray clouds starting to gather around it, and lightning strikes starting to hit all around. The entirety of the sky around you is just gray, and towards the evening, as you start making, like as the foothills start, the sky is just open into a thunderstorm, and everything is just soaked through as sheets of water just drown basically everything around you. The path turns into mud. You're lucky to have hit upon one of those paved roads again. But everything is just soaked. There we go. As you hit the paved road, all around you, as you hit the foothills of the crags, You see shanty towns, tents, like tent cities, shacks, odd little like trade ports, trade caravan carts that have been set up, and it lines the Great Crag. Like the crag itself is kind of a shoehorn shape. Shoehorn? Horseshoe. Brain. Horseshoe shape. And in that little opening is where these makeshift houses have started popping up a long time ago. You see goblins and minotaurs and centaurs, humans and elves that have just gathered here at the foot of these mountains. And everything is colored in gray, like the gray of heavy rains. From time to time, lightning cuts through the skies. And it's gonna be like, as this happens, you settle in for a extremely wet night. The morning, however, comes around and there's nearly no clouds in the sky at all. It seems that the thunderstorm has just evaporated. You see Linaria just wring out her long hair and plop the Periton skull back on top of her head. And as you prepare to leave in the morning, she hops off the cart and says, "Thank you so much for the traveling company, for the questions that you've provided, and for the promise of
Thank you.
aid."
And thank you for the information you gave us.
Oh, if you ever have the chance, though it might be a fool's errand, there is an oracle living at the top. One of the 3 daughters of Sorakel is a diviner. If
Interesting.
perhaps she can enlighten you. Though getting an audience with a country's sovereign might be a fool's errand.
We've done it
Keep
before.
We'll keep it in mind, though. Yeah, very much appreciated.
I thank you for what you have given, and I'm happy I could provide some information. She's gonna untie Boss from the cart, and you see like the shadow of Era cross as the construct bird has been like circling most of the time. Only time she has been not in the air was during the rainstorm when she was in the cart. She's a big, like eagle-sized construct, completely made out of bronze.
Big bird.
Yes, very big bird. Luckily, she doesn't eat because she's a construct.
Question.
Yes.
Can Craren give her one contact card?
Absolutely.
And because we're going to be away for a while, and find one person in the middle of nowhere that just wanders wherever the heart
Yes.
desires isn't necessarily easy to find.
No. True.
So he's going to give one contact card to her,
Mhm.
and have her sign a different contact card for the group to keep, to be able to go, we done stuff, now where the hell to meet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'd say during the last 2 days with traveling with Linaria, you would have learned that she is an Oread, a mountain nymph.
Ooh.
Oh,
And while
special.
wouldn't have told you where she was born in a mountain. Not in a mine, but in the rocks.
Huh.
So, hence the Fey heritage. She is a mountain nymph. But she's gonna give you a quick bow, then tilt the Periton skull back down, take Boss's reins, and wander off into one of the tent cities at the foothills. Yes.
As she wanders off, I mind link and say, "Safe journeys."
I forgot about that. Yes, you too. I do hope you find the answers you seek.
Very much. Stay in touch.
Will do. She gives you another nod with the Periton skull, and then vanishes into the throngs of people.
And but just as a yelling parting word, it's about these newfangled cards. They look really good in blue candlelight.
Right. Blue. I'm gonna have to find one of them. Thank you. You're a fascinating one.
He really is.
All right. You see.
They will take another card and to Torn, but you see how these shimmer, right?
Yeah.
They look really nice in blue candlelight. Let me tell you,
I
they are
have a blue
really
candle.
neat.
Do you have a blue candle?
A blue scrying candle. I think we have at least one. Yeah.
Oh, you should show me.
While this is happening, if Romulus hasn't done already, he kind of catches Flo up with what's been said. So I may not be we may not be half dragon, but we are, turns out, possibly rumored to be royalty instead.
And you can just see Flo's ears go all the way back and be like,
Oh no, I been a royalty. That's also half dragon.
No, we don't know. We're not entirely sure if we're half dragon. We have connection to dragon, but we don't know if we are.
That has connection.
Come on, you're a half dragon, all right?
All rumors, stuff to find answers for.
Oh no! Oh no! They're gonna be so pissed.
Where did I put?
I'll show you one of these nights, Oren. It looks really, really neat in the dark.
We may all be able to
do justice in the sunlight.
I didn't post that up. Okay. So while I quickly put this thing up there.
he's on probation.
Surely I have diplomatic immunity if I'm royal.
And she will look at you like,
Yeah, Romulus?
Nope.
You might not know this, but, we don't do that here.
Diplomatic immunity, or?
Oh, we do have immunity.
Hmm.
We just don't do it for royals. Except if you're Saramania, of course, but...
Yeah, don't worry, I'm not expecting that. This is like I said, I'm not taking it to heart. It's just rumor at the moment, so it does not change anything.
The Dorian is gonna give me a mouthful.
Again, it's just rumor. You're going to be fine. Well, hopefully, maybe we could talk to insert name here. She might be able to find more. Be able to tell us more if we manage to get an audience. I can't remember her name. But yeah, we'll find out more information hopefully.
Yeah.
Can you maybe not tell that you're on probation and that you're royal and everything else in between?
Don't worry, it will stay between us. I don't want to say anything that might get you in trouble.
and you can tell in her eyes that she's like spacing out, seeing all of the horrible things that can happen, and her tail is going more and more between the legs.
No, I pat her on the head. It's like, hey, come back to us. It's gonna
And
be
you can see her
okay.
snapping at you, snapping her eyes back at you and being like,
It's gonna be okay. I won't say anything that's gonna get you in trouble because I don't want that.
I mean, I'm already in trouble for biting you. Just don't. Please
say-
just add on top of that.
Don't worry. I won't add on top of it, and I will.
I'm already gonna be thrown around by the commander of the werewolves.
and you can see her horror in the face, like, oh no.
You'll
be
be
okay.
fine.
It'll be okay.
All right, that's as small as I can make it without being dumb. All right.
I
Uh.
really hope the wizard is there to calm down the panther.
Yes, yes, Joe. I really hope the wizard is there to calm down the fucking panther.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Concerned.
All right.
Concerns.
All right. As you make it up the winding path up towards the Great Crag, DM will find notes there. Razor sharp peak seems to reach towards a crystal blue sky, the edges cutting soft clouds into small pieces. Oren and Romulus, the cloudless sky is quite painful because of your sunlight sensitivity.
Is there a cleric here?
There might be.
I'm tired of
I
this.
am inside the cart, just miserable.
Sunglasses.
We don't
War.
have those yet.
Not yet, no.
No, but suited glass is a thing. Has been a thing since we've had glasses, which is medieval times. So, and this is really early industrial era. So, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Has been a thing for a
Shouldn't
few
be.
centuries.
Waterfall seems to cascade down the ancient cliffs, and dew gathers along trees older than the path you are currently walking on. Along the deep ravine leading up through the jagged rocks, you see harpies and gargoyles perch on small patches of grass and winter bare trees. Eyes ever watching, observing, shrieking voices talking and barking orders high above you. As you reach the end of the path, you see a massive stone door standing across, blocking the path, and it's flanked by two heavily armored Minotaur guards. Their horns tipped in mithril and sleeveless trench coats made out of thick leather. They seem to have thickly woven leaden body armor and heavy leather boots. These Minotaurs slowly allow one collection of visitors through the gates at a time. You slowly approach. Takes maybe half an hour.
There is a little old lady.
Takes maybe half an hour for you to reach the area inside this gate, and you realize someone has built what looks like a bridge across. The gate itself is maybe 20 feet deep. So you have the stone doors that are open, and then you have to pass through an area that is stone bricks. And just inside the massive gate, you see a collection of stone statues, each of them gently placed under the covers. Nearby, two very well-dressed women wearing thick veils are talking softly to an elderly goblin man dressed in a wild collection of greys, blues, and blacks. His nose seemed to have been broken in several places and pokes out of what looks like a wild cloud of white hair. You can see jet black, clever eyes roll once as he grasps something hanging around his throat and touches what looks like a human woman on the hand, and she immediately turns from stone to flesh before being pulled away at the chain connecting to shackles around her hands. One of the veiled women holding the chain and pulling her away into the city. You realize that all the stone statues, probably petrified beings, for some reason or other. And then you step back into the light of day, and there is just a wall of sound. Let me bring the town back in.
So you cut out a little. Did you say these statues are being sold off?
No, from like the general demeanor, they probably broke the law somehow and were petrified, waiting for someone to take them away.
I see.
It's quite an effective probation system.
Yeah.
And
No one else has any ideas.
judging by veiled women and stone, they're probably Medusas.
Oh,
Oh, that makes some sense, yeah.
does anyone have a mirror shield?
Nah. I don't even have a mirror anymore. Gave it away.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
And as you step into this region, you hear sounds. More sounds that you've heard in a long time. Hawkers crying out their wares to passers-by, children crying and shrieking with joy, animals braying, mewling and calling out. As you move further in, you see a beautiful harpy man circle down and landing on top of a flagpole and start like preening his wings, looking around, the feathers just shimmering in the light. Goblins are moving back and forth from homes and businesses. A small herd of centaurs are escorting what looks like a group of humans through the throngs of people. And as you hit the central market, a red tiefling wearing a very tight pale grey dress and gilded horns is calling out her, let's call it services, to anyone who get close enough. Welcome to the Great Crag.
Welcome to the jungle. We have fun and games.
Let me put you guys on the map I made, because I couldn't find an actual official one. There you go.
Oh my god, it's huge.
You
That's
are
what he said.
currently here. Kitty!
I notice how I didn't go there.
That was in character.
I'm seeing 2 Remus.
I know. Give me a moment.
Not the
No,
double Remus.
I know we're twins, but still.
It decided to remove everyone. Let's do that again.
Yay!
The Dreamus.
There's Orden. There you are, guys.
Yeah, in his little old lady voice as he's grasping onto someone's arm, he's just, is it terrible that I want to touch everything right now? Just everything.
Everything?
I want to touch all the things, yes.
In a very possessive way, I hope.
I mean, we have a door.
We do, but let's keep it to a minimum. I'm pointing out the statues and situation that we saw coming in. I don't fancy ending up like that.
Oh, me either, dear, me either.
As you're walking through this lower city area, you do see two very tall wooden palisades that seem to like cordon off certain areas, and without having to strain too hard, on the one to the left, there is a plaque, like a huge plaque, seemingly made out of stone and carved, and it says House Therask Enclave. On the other one, a similarly big stone plaque says fuck off on it. But on the other side of the road that you're currently on,
So, Flo, did you say that you've been here before?
I kind of grew up here.
Hmm.
This is where, kind of like the main hall of lightning tropes.
I see.
This is where we learn to battle and stuff.
Hmm.
Also, this is where I need to deliver my stuff.
And she points to the cart, and Elam is still packed with stuff.
Okay. Shall we do that first then?
I mean, I would really like my gold.
And she takes out her little pouch. It's very small. and you can see as she opens it, she's like showing you her. She's very proud. She has 5 gold.
Oh.
It would be nice to have a little extra so I can feed Elam some carrots and some extra because he's been working really hard.
How much would carrots cost, Donna?
you could get a crate for about, like a big crate for, I'd say, about 5 coppers.
So Oren is just going to pull one of his gold pieces out and hand it to her. Just for Elam.
Oh no,
And she points to the stuff again.
I'm gonna be paid really good for this. There's a lot of heirlooms and stuff.
No, I know, but I want to do something nice for Elam, and you know the kinds of carrots he likes best, so there you go. Yeah.
And you can see her eyes tear up as she takes the coin, and she looks at Elam with like a big like smile and like just very happy.
Look, Elam, we can get you a lot of stuff.
He looks at you like no comprehension. Like,
I eat that coin.
and Flo, you know that your contact for the bounty is the one of the what would that be? It's not a barmaid, not a bartender. It's one of the bar staff over at a tavern called the Bumbling Bear. It's in the lower city, and it's pretty close to the path up to the catacombs. So let me move you. So over here.
And she will like. Elam has like the rope on him, like around his. And she will like just start leading Elam.
Come on, Elam.
And he just
And you will notice people are not surprised by Elam here.
No.
Elam is
Just quietly,
normal.
Orange is going to say, we should find a place to meet up if we're all going to split. I think. You know this place, Flo. Is there a nice tavern somewhere?
Would you say that the tavern we're about to go to is nice-ish?
it's nice-ish. It's in the lower city, but it's not too bad. The guy running it is very strict on like he doesn't really care too much about fighting, but no killing and no stealing under his roof.
So where we're going right now is a tavern. I mean, it depends on what you mean with nice. I think you and I have different views on nice.
Oh, I just mean somewhere where if I play, I might get some gold.
You can definitely do that at the Bumbling Bear.
So the Bumbling Bear, the barkeep there that hired me to get all the heirlooms, I would say he's really nice. Even though he knows I'm not in the...
And you can see her ears rope a little bit.
Even though he knows I'm not part of, like, the Blood Order anymore. He gave me a job so I can still stand on my feet. And he's very fond of music. And you're very good at playing, so I'm pretty sure you can get at least some coins there. And especially if you're drunk.
Well, they're generally drunk. It is a tavern, right?
I mean, you will get more coins the more drunk they are.
Understood.
I mean, I accidentally, like, played once there and I did okay. And I got, like, a few coins.
So what you're saying is nice, good rolling, stomping tunes on the lute or the fiddle, and drinking songs.
I would say so. I mean, I can play a little bit, not like you do, but I managed to get some.
Excellent. I didn't know you knew how to play an instrument.
And she will rummage through her very cute little bag. And she will show her little flute.
We should play together.
I'm really not that good, even though everyone thinks I am because I'm a satyr. I'm okay.
Fine. Well, practice makes perfect. We should play together.
She actually has 4 plus 4 in performance because she's a satyr.
That's amazing.
Love that that's like...
She's good at performing is because she's a fucking satyr.
We should definitely play together, dear.
Oh, I missed up.
Try.
Absolutely. It's not that far from where you currently are to the Bumbling Bear. There's a lot of people, however, and it will take you about an hour. And by the time you reach the walls of the tavern, the sun has started to set.
Oh, thank God.
And it seems to set a lot faster here. It's probably because the city itself is what is basically a caldera. So tall mountainsides, the harsh light vanishes quickly. And I'm trying to set up. The Bumbling Bear itself is a decently well-kept building. fresh thatch roof, nice thick clay and stone walls, and new shutters on most of the windows. For some reason I had not prepared this. I don't know why. Or I did and I lost the map. But I'm gonna put you guys here anyway. In front of the place you see what looks like a small space for horses and carts. One cart is already there with a couple of buckets. There's also what looks like a right outside the door dedicated space where Remus, you've been in enough bar fights to know that this is where the bar fights happen. There's some broken stuff. There's some rust-colored puddles in the mud. And, nope, I put you on the light layer. That was dumb. Hold on.
Oh, good boy.
Token layer. There you go. And the hinges of the front door are new. There is
So this is a relatively rough space then.
relatively rough, yes. From what you can tell, whoever owns this place, however, has the money to replace whatever gets broken on a relatively regular basis.
Uh-uh.
So, well, yes, dynamic
there you are.
lighting. Sorry about that. Things being dumb again. And
I mean,
going
that's just Discord being Discord, really. Because
Yeah.
you haven't really changed anything. It's just something it does.
Yeah. It's
I mean, as
fun.
in general, not just you, but Discord in general is being a bit iffy when it comes to a lot of those things.
Yes. All right. Let me. There you go. Should now be able to see.
I see darkness with only a cone of vision.
Oh yeah, because that's
But
a
like
door.
door.
I forgot to place doors.
Door.
Give me a moment.
Door. 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 Door.
Door to door.
Yes.
Door to door.
Stupid piece of.
Door to door.
But yeah, for some reason the map I had prepared for this could not be found anywhere.
Also, I apologize if you can hear obnoxious snot bubble purrs. I've got a cat in my arms.
All good.
One of my voids has decided that she is a lap cat again. I
So we're by the bumble.
Yes, you buy the bumbling bear.
Okay, so
I'm trying to figure out why this thing does not let you actually see anything. But
Sorry, I've got the coughs.
See things is highly superfluous.
daylight mode. That should be better.
There we go.
Can we move, please, cat? Thank you.
And yeah, inside you can hear raucous voices. A lot of them. And as you open the door, it's packed. I'm not gonna place all the tokens because that's going to break this thing, make it lag to all hells. But it's packed, absolutely packed. Behind. Sorry?
Query. Is there a bard performing and where?
No. You do hear some drunken singing, but it seems to be just patrons singing because they can and not someone actually performing.
This room we're in is the main room where everyone is?
It seems to be a main room. There's one door leading off here. That door needs to be open, as is this door. You do see that there seems to be another seating area further in, and what looks like a staircase leading up. And behind the bar, you see a large Minotaur man and an equally large, almost equally large, human woman.
Lovely.
The Minotaur looks at the group of you and just, new in town?
Or
Most of
something
us.
like that, yeah.
Flo, you know this Minotaur man as a guy named Alric. He is the one giving out most of the contract. For whatever services in the lower city. Mostly because the Bumbling Bear is one of the calmer taverns or alehouses in the lower city.
Boozertarians.
Yes.
And she will just like bring Elam into the stall first.
All right. I'm gonna place him.
Meanwhile, Nana Nitz has stepped up onto said table on top of everybody's stuff and has begun to play.
All right. Give me a performance check.
Why can't I see anything?
A performance check, you said?
I'm trying to figure that one out. Yes.
That is a nat 1.
No. Did you want my inspiration?
I would love that.
Have my inspiration. Go for it.
Oh, shit. That's not much better. That's a 9.
no.
And I cannot bardically inspire myself. Or can I?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I would imagine that Flo have like set Elam aside, managed to like get everything in.
Help.
Nana Nitz failing or like struggling. Let's say, can we say that there's a lot of people in the tavern and stage fright?
I think what's happened is he's actually stepped in someone's mug of ale.
Any fingers?
As you do that, Nana Nitz, you step in someone's ale, and this human male just looks up and he's, "You're paying for that."
Can Flo try and save this by starting to play the flute so Oren can try dancing to it?
Give me a performance check.
Please, for the love of God. Oh, thank God.
Yes.
So, yeah, I hear you're paying for that. And then the flute starts up, and Nana Nitz is actually going to kick the ale mug off her foot into the guy's face and start dancing a merry jig.
Jason, since you're there, could you please roll me a d4?
Oh my god.
I'm just imagining this like
The exclamation
Werewolf.
point, roll, yes, d4. A 3. The guy, you kicked him the mug straight in his face. He's gonna stand up, slam both his fists into the ground, and then make a grab for Nana Nitz's outfit. Just grabbing it straight up and just pull and just go, "Rude lady." And I think we're gonna leave it there.
Excellent.
no,
There'll be a
no,
broken wrist. There will be a
Over-
broken wrist in his future, but that's fine.
Oh no, this is her hometown.